Hi, TJ Gaushas here about Guru.net and SocialSystemElite.com, and I wanted to talk to you about Ubot Locker in your web-based admin panel. For you standard users, you've got your login right here, and this is just a general login because I did a fresh install, and I also did it for the other versions, Unleashed and the updated files and mods that I've presented to you. So inside the standard one, if we log in here, this is what it looks like. Nothing too fancy. It gets the job done. You don't have too much flexibility or anything. You can go to your manage products here and set it all up and do what's needed. Now, for those of you that are still on this, you can still upgrade to the most latest system, which supports PHP 7 through 7.3.11 is what I've been able to test, because that's what's available on the servers. So this is the base Ubot Locker system. Listing emails for projects, your logs, manage licenses, clicking to add a license. This is pretty just basic stuff. Now we're going to hop over and take a look at Unleashed. Many people have picked up the Unleashed version, which is a combination of my mods, the theme, and Maxter putting together additional mods inside of Unleashed. So if we take a look at this, it changes it with the theme here, kind of makes it all nice and snazzy. You got some statistics up here. Go under your manage products, and you can also click add a project here, and you've got quite a few options here that you can set to further customize your settings. Same with licenses. When we go to add a license, you've got various things available to you. Tools here, you've also got mass marketing, listing emails. You could just choose a product and it will list all the emails available under those licenses for that particular product. Payment gateways, you've got ClickBank, JVZoo, Zaxa, PaySpree, and Digital Results, along with PayPal. And then you've got your account settings here for your admin account. So now I want to show you the updated files, and this is going to be not only updated files to run on the supported versions of PHP on your server, which many hosts are forcing their users to upgrade now because it's reached the end of life for PHP version 5.6. So this is almost a necessity for your business to continue running. If your hosts are forcing you to upgrade to the latest PHP. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and log in here, and go ahead and ignore these two statements. This is just to let us know that, hey, the install file is still here and the update file is still in your directory. All you'd have to do for it is go to the install and just simply delete the install file and the update file, which I'll do right now. Delete those, and now the error messages are removed. To upgrade, to have all this functionality in here, is very simple. You're simply going to upload and overwrite the files, or do a fresh install, and then set your database settings in the config file, which literally you're going to take the 4 lines that exist in your current config file, copy them, and paste them over into the new config, and then run the install.php or the update.php file, and it'll automatically update your database for all the new fields. So underneath projects here, let's go ahead and head over there. So here's our projects, and I'm just going to open to edit one. A lot of this, some of this is going to be new to you if you're on the standard version of Ubot Locker. If you're on the Unleashed version, some of these things are already available to you, but a lot of them are not, such as adding the download URL, number of resends, how many times you want to resend the license to them if they have not activated yet, and how many days between resends to resend their license. You could also hook up with Everlesson. You just simply put in the request URL right there, and it'll send the first name, last name, and email with the amount of 0 to Everlesson to auto-register someone for a lesson on there. And this tells you the exact process in which to grab your request URL. You can also integrate with Integromat. Integromat is a site as well as, Zapier and Integromat. So you can put the web request URL here. It'll send the name, email, and project name on over to either one of those services, which you can then link up to numerous autoresponder CRM systems, Google Sheets, just about anything you could think of. There's literally hundreds of APIs that those two services link up with. And you could just list the web request URL right here. Down to other details, email messages, and cancel disabled email. So before you just had standard text emailing available, and now we've got a pretty little editor here, and you could fully customize the email to look exactly however you'd like, adding in different styling and things to your emails so that you can kind of stand out a little bit more. So say we wanted to bold this right here, all we'd have to do is just select bold on it, underline, and so forth. You can do all that from within here, and it's a very extensive editor. It uses CK editor, and it tells you right here beneath what you can use for call tags inside there. Same thing for canceled or disabled email. Underneath the site settings here, if we go to site settings, manage settings, from here you can choose whether or not to use the built-in server command for mailing emails, or if you want to use an SMTP service. If you choose SMTP, then go ahead and fill in all the details for SMTP. In order to use HTML emails, it's recommended to use SMTP. So for instance, if we click on HTML emails, it'll automatically set this up here for you. And text emails, it'll go to just regular server. So, and if you want to use SMTP, you can still send text emails. Just change this back to SMTP and it'll go ahead and use that for you. I personally use Gmail, so I left Gmail in here as an example of how they have things set up. So it's going to be TLS, your email and password, SMTP auth is true. The gateway here is smtp.gmail.com, and that allows for HTML emails as well. Also, you can set the WordPress plugin URL here, and this is going to allow to create WordPress accounts for your users. So as a new key is generated, it automatically sends the details over to your WordPress via this link in a curl post request. So you're going to get this plugin as well with the system, and all you do is upload it to the root of your WordPress install. Now, if you're wanting to resend emails, if people have not activated their software, you're going to have to set up a cron job. I know it sounds daunting, but it's not. I linked off to a tutorial right here for you, and you can set this up to run hourly or daily. And this is the statement that you'll use. You'll just use a wget. This will be replaced with your actual URL. And this is a space and then key equals. And that's the generated key here, or key that you set up so that your cron job is completely secure. So the outside public cannot access and run your cron, taking up resources on your server. Enabling the pie chart on the home page, we kind of seen that already over here. Right here it shows your top projects. So your top products within your system with however many licenses that they have sold. This is overall stats based on issued keys. Now, for instance, you can disable this or keep it enabled and show the maximum number. So if we only wanted to show 2, we could do that, and show financials, which is the top portion up here, as well as on the projects page, we give a breakdown of how much money has come in for each individual product. So if we click yes here, come here, reload, now we've only got 2 projects showing, and it shows the top 2. Underneath actual product or projects or products, it'll show you the number of revenue, number of licenses, activations, and whole 9 yards right here for you. You could edit and delete as usual. Adding a project, same thing. Manage bundles. Underneath bundles, you can add a bundle to different software. So for instance, I'm going to call our new bundle here, I'm going to call it new bundle. And this would be the project or product name. Say you're using Warrior Plus, JVZoo, or anywhere else. This is the item name. Okay, so this is the same as project name that you previously used. So you would use that here, set it to active. And we're going to give that one, and this one. You can select up to 10 different products to give away in a bundle. And you can set whether or not it expires. And this is based on the current time right now. So you set the number of days, hours, and minutes and click Add a Bundle Association. It'll go ahead and list that into the server for you, and then it'll automatically bundle those. And you can also edit these bundles as well. Underneath Manage Staff, so all staff here, so we've got super admins. Super admins cannot be deleted. We can go ahead and add staff accounts. I'll just say test, and I could add a super admin, moderator, or moderator enhanced, or regular moderator. And I give a breakdown of what each level can do. Moderators can just manage licenses. They cannot delete them, so they can only edit and resend them. Enhanced moderators also have the delete option. Admins and super admin have access to everything within the site. So if we set this to moderator, add staff, we see the moderator has been added. And if I log out real quick, let me just log into that moderator account. So we see here only manage licenses is available. So if I go to all licenses here, they cannot delete licenses. They can only resend the email or edit the license, reset all licenses, or clear resets. Let me go back into the admin account now. So we've covered licenses, projects, bundles, and staff. What we have not mentioned is underneath projects here, if we go to a project and we scroll all the way to the bottom, we got resend all license emails for this project. So anybody who's got a license for this project, you can automatically resend them all their license details. You can also import all licenses for this individual project by clicking this, and it'll import those accounts over into WordPress. So if you've already got licenses in your system and you want to port them over to your WordPress, you can do so just by clicking this button, and it'll import those accounts for you. Underneath licenses, we've got clear all resets, reset all licenses, all standard right there for you. One thing to note underneath licenses, projects, bundles, staff, any of your logs, it's standard pagination now. It does not have a live pagination. You cannot sort by columns. So if I wanted to search, say, test, we notice this didn't change down here. It searches in name, email, and key. We click on search, and then it will show us the results. This is to speed things up on your server for those of you that have thousands of keys and projects and what have you. This will dramatically speed up that process for you. And you don't have to wait for everything to load to the page before you can use the search option. Same thing underneath activity log, activations, payment logs. Underneath tools, we've got list emails. Now, previously it just listed the email. I've added the option to also include the name or name and project. And when you do so, then it will list them down for you like this, comma delimited. So you can go ahead and copy that out and paste it to a text file or CSV as you like. Let's see here. Autoresponders underneath get response. Now this is very specific just to get response. But if you add new here and select any project that you want to associate it to, say test 2, and the get response list name, you can list here and add association. On your autoresponder, you have the option on get response to send a signal back to an IPN file. You can select the get response notification file, and it will automatically issue a key when someone signs up to a list. So say you have an email submit for a free trial or what have you, this will work for that for you. Underneath gateways, payment gateways, that's all the same for you. And then there's useful resources available directly in your panel. If there becomes an update or a free mod for this system, it will show up above here for you. If there is a update or new addition that can be added to this that you can utilize. Also, there's a optimized database tables right here. Just by clicking that, it'll pop up that database tables have been optimized, and that optimizes all tables within your database that have been set up for this system. Hope you guys liked the run-through video, and if you happen to have any questions, do let me know, and I look forward to talking to you. Thank you.